All right, everyone, going to be highlighting the top props today on PrizePicks. If you guys want to use this for your Flex Friday slip, by all means, go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get into it. But first, just a quick recap from yesterday's bets of the day. Not a profitable day, but very close to being a very good day. We can see this kind of stack that I ran out for the UCF game. Came close to hitting. Like, I mean, we crushed a bunch of these. I was just kind of unfortunate that the rest of them didn't hit. And a lot of these were bumped up a lot before lineup lock. Just unfortunate that Baker had a slow start to the game. And then also right here, the top hitting fantasy score prop hit. We had a prop bet that was 55% chance to hit. The only issue was Kelsey Plum didn't have a shot attempt in the first half. I don't like betting WNBA. I just don't. It's frustrating because weird stuff like that happens all the time. Like, how many times in an NBA game is that happening? It seems like that happens anytime you get a bet that you wouldn't pass up on in WNBA. And then, you know, I'm fine with this. It's a push, whatever. That was a very good prop bet we should be on via the odds jam optimizer. It didn't miss. I'm fine with that. But, you know, not terrible results. Like, we'll take a day in which we get 4 out of 6, right? But now let's go ahead and get into the top prop bets that we have available on the day today. Let's go ahead and start with MLB. And so with MLB today, we have two really good props. As we can see, Corey Seager for his over-hitting fantasy score. And then we also have Devers as well for his over-hitting fantasy score. So these are going to be two props that I think we should be going out of our way to target today, especially if we are trying to run out a Flex Friday slip. And guys, for what it's worth, it is the first of the month. This kind of marks the month in which I've been doing 9 to 5 as my full-time job for a year now. Kind of crazy. So I appreciate you all along the way, been able to grow a lot during that span. Awesome stuff. But getting back into the hitting fantasy score here. So we can see Vegas line for Corey Seager is over by at least 2. And then we can also see the projection is also over by at least 2. That's going to be one that we want to be targeting. And then same thing for Devers, basically the exact same props. These are two phenomenal props on the slate. We should be rolling with those two. And then looking at as well, if we want to go with Luis again, he was obviously the one on the bet of the day yesterday. Very close, but once again, like, his under is so massive. And I think that's just because not expect to get a home run, like his home run odds that we're pulling in there, he's not going to get one, is pretty much what Vegas is saying. And then for what it's worth, like, this one with Aaron Judge is interesting, just given the fact that the over fantasy score line is huge, right? Like, we typically don't see that. So that is one you could play around with. If you want to use that one, you certainly could. If you're doing a Flex Friday slip and you want to toss in these first 4, I'd be fine with that as well. And so now just taking a peek at some of the other props that we are getting there. So we have Clark Schmidt here, total bases at 0.5, 54% chance for that one to hit. That'd be another one where I'd be fine with rolling with that one. We can go ahead and use that as well on a Flex Friday slip. And then that's kind of it. We have one kind of college football prop that is standing out here on the cheat sheet as one we could potentially be on. Let's see here. Underdog line is at 63. Vegas line is at 63.5. But the under is favored at about 53%. So we're probably not touching that one, but just one that was kind of popping there. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the discrepancies. All right, so looking at it, we have some discrepancies via tennis, but that is there's not that much there. Like, we'll probably be forcing that. So kind of what I want to do is I want to pull up the odds jam optimizer. Just a reminder to you guys, I have partnered with them to hopefully give you guys better prop bets each and every day. That's my goal. So looking at it right now, we do have some pretty good ones. It seems like 4 under shots attempted for soccer here. The only issue is that these two are partners. Now, if we toss this in a Flex Friday slip, we'd be good with that. So, and then we also have maybe Alyssa Thomas for over 15.5 points. That'd be fine. And we are getting other good ones out there as well. So a decent board here. If you guys are looking for a college football prop, I know a lot of people like that. Here's one we could roll with. Coxie for over 43.5 for his receiving yards. Not terrible there. Or sorry, that's the Canadian Football League. Here's a college football one. 55% chance to hit. You know, there's just a decent amount of ones. So I'm just giving you guys this information for if you want to use them with a Flex Friday slip. Okay? That's kind of the goal, is to give you guys the best Flex Friday slip that we can. And so that's my goal here. If you guys want access to this, there's a link in the description below. It's a partner link, so make sure to use that. You get 25% off your first month there. By all means, if you guys want access to that, take advantage of that. But let's go ahead and get into the bet of the day. I do think I'll be tossing in these two with those fantasy score prop. And just real quickly, I want to see if we were getting any like kind of correlation here. We have 2. Okay. So we can see Tyler Van Dyke at the quarterback position for Miami. The under passing yards is one that's popping up. 54% chance for that one to hit. But then we also see one of his receivers. The under is also favored there. So we have a decent stacking opportunity there. We could use those two together. I'd be fine with that. And so the reason why I always like to give out kind of the hitting fantasy score props, one, they hit at a insane rate, a rate that is kind of surprising for this second point that I'm going to make is that those lines will not really change throughout the day. These other ones, we seem to have an edge on them. So I do expect these numbers to adjust throughout the day. So hopefully they're still there for you guys when we are able to make our Flex Friday slip. If we are not, or if they are not, do not feel the need to go ahead and put those in a slip. These ones should be there. And then we saw those other two that were decent. Aaron Judge is one that I didn't mind as well. So I do like the fact that we have some correlation here with these two. If one of them struggles, the other one should struggle as well. And then maybe there's some other props that pop up throughout the day that you want to go ahead and use as well. If you guys are 9 to 5 members as well, it's a $10 membership. You get access to my cheat sheet there as well. There's going to be good props that pop up throughout the day as well. But that's going to be all I have available for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let's have a good slate today. And as always, let's keep cashing.